dragon ravines cold, to canyons deep and valleys old, we must away ere break of day, to find our long broken combo. The cards were roaring on turn one, storm winds were moaning in the GY. The fire was red, Nibiru spread, consuming all on the board.
What's up, YouTube? It's RainingCardGames, and welcome back to another episode of Sealed Only Dragunity. And in case you didn't hear it, we pulled Phalanx. So if you haven't already seen that episode, what are you doing? How are you watching these videos out of order? Be sure to go subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, all that stuff, and watch the series in order. There's a playlist that you can check all these videos out and enjoy all the fun that we have making this series. But anyway, we've got lots of stuff to do. If you guys haven't noticed recently, a ban list dropped the other week, and
Electromite is still banned.
some things happened on that ban list, but luckily, one of the targets that we are hoping to hunt for eventually, LP did not get hit. So if we can pull an LP, that'd be awesome. And yeah, other things to address: Noodle Fibrax, Hockey Fibrax, Needle Fiber, whatever you want to call it. He didn't get hit. And a lot of different combo pieces did not get hit. However, Link Cross did get hit, but we don't really want to use Link Cross in the end goal of this deck anyway, so we don't really have to worry about that hit. So all in all, I think the ban list did not really affect our deck, luckily, and not like we don't really have many power plays to begin with at the moment. But further down the line, once we start pulling some more degenerate things, we don't have to worry about those things being hit, at least until March, when guess what? That's also when the new Dragunity support comes out in Ghosts from the Past. Anyway, be sure as always, guys, to like the video. I want to feel the love. I want you to come down, comment, and like and subscribe. I want to feel the impassion. I want to hear it from the who likes this series. You do. I don't know what just happened to me there, but anyway, let's go ahead and go straight into the product. Oh, gentlemen. It is time to finally get into a tin of lost memories, because, you know, we want some cards out of here, but we're also going to supplement, hopefully get another Senatus and an Ascalon, and then also Dragunity Knight Vajrayana, but it'd also be nice to pick up some other things from Shallows and Mohana. But anyway, Let me get all of this packaging open and we will get into the packs. Alrighty, so we have 2 Shadows in Valhalla, 5 Cybernetic Horizons, and our very tick 2020 Megapats. No promos, unfortunately, but yeah, 20 bucks. And then we have each of these at $2 pop, so that's 10 bucks, that's 30. And then rounding out, we have, or wait, I want to make sure this is right. Well, yeah, well, $4 each and some change, so we're just around the $40 mark. Now, I do believe, how do we want to do this? Let's get the Shadows in Valhalla out of the way. First, we pull a Dragunity by Triana. That would just be amazing. That would be amazing! Red Dragon Ninja. Armor Ninjutsu Art of Alchemy. Armor Ninjutsu Art of Mist. Valkyrie's Vita. And Forbidden Trapezohedron. Okay, Secret Pile. Super pile. The super pile. We'll put the secrets up in the middle. Next and last pack we have Shadows in Valhalla. It's literally just a chase. We're just chasing a singular secret rare from this set. I don't even want like an Alistair or anything. I want a Dragunity. White Dragon Ninja. Goddess Erd's Verdict. Ooh! Mist Valley Apex Avian. That's actually not too bad. Mermail Abyss Lead. Interesting. We pull an Alistair. Yeah, that's okay. Okie dokie then. Well, not the secret we wanted, but that's a pretty good secret. Let's go into, we'll save the Megaton packs for last. Or no, we're gonna sandwich them in. Saiho, Megaton, Saiho, Megaton, and then we'll start with 2 Saihos. Anywho. Come on. Dragunity Knight Ascalon. As of right now, this is the only place where we can get him. I'm not playing Duel Links. Dealer's Choice. Crusadia Draco. Hello, old friend. Metaphysics Ascension. Goki Moonsault. Crusadia Magius. Now, if we ever want to go back to our another Dragunity Lewin. If we ever will set the Dragunity cards down here. Cybernetic Overflow, World Legacy's Mind Meld, Cluster, Dealership. I was about to say, if we ever decide to go back to a Crusadia engine, now we have Magius. If we pull an Arborea at some point down the line, you know, it's a consideration. But anyway. Yeah. Beast Magic Attack. Mini World Dragon. Whee! Which is its apprentice. And then the retrain of Armageddon. Rare pile. I haven't had a rare pile in a hot minute. The hottest of minutes. Goki Tag Partner, Mythical Institution, Center Frog, Metaphys Decoy, Dragon. Okay. Our first tick pack. Come on. Romulus is in here. Warlord Savage. The Guard Dragons, Time Thief Flyback. Ranryu. That's, kind of situational, but you know, it's a good common. Draw Discharge. Dino Wrestler Brachio. Chaos Betrayer. Desert Locust. Not too shabby. That's actually not that bad of a common. Evil Eye Mesmerism. We'll just go back through later. Evil Eye Mesmerism. Beat Raptor. I don't know why this got another super rare printing. It already came as a super rare before. Hey! LP. I will take an LP. Oh. Gladiator's Nemonataneth and Spinter. The other fusion of the set. Witchcrafter, that. Infinite Trek Brutal Dozer, Tyrant Dino Fusions, XYZ Sly Dolphin, Marinta Sea Star, Tiny Spirit Sathana, Dino Wrestler, Chimera T-Rex, so back to the start. You know what? First pack, we got a hit. We got an LP. Oh my god, it's so gorgeous. Please don't hit this card, Konami. I just got it. Oh, okay. Anyway, next pack of Cybernetic Horizon. Come on. Zero Extra Link. Another Cruise. Wow, that's funny. Cosmo Brain. We'll just set the Cruise aside because we can. Cosmo Brain. Oh, Legion. Wow. And Crusadia Revival. Nope. Cyanide Ritual. And yes. And some commons, as an Nimnim would say. But, you know, we're going to give the commons their justice. So people can see the commons. Wow. 2 Dragunity cards. None that we wanted. We did pull an LP. That is actually a card we will need in our strategy. Moving down the line. Hopefully it stays on, you know, the unlimited or at least limited list. Okay, Spiritual Entanglement. Marintis Battle Ocean. Tenyu Spirit Mapura. Gladiator Beast Charge. Nahata. Sea Angel. Okay, here we go. Wailing of the Unchained Souls as our first super. Signet Mining, that's a pretty good pickup, and here we go. The secret, prismatic secret is... Wow, Danger Ogo Pogo. Oh, okay. Salamangreat Pyro Phoenix, and... You know what? I will take an Avermax. That is a good Link 4, and a very easy Link 4 to go into, so I will take an Avermax. I will happily take it. Barricade Board Blocker, deserved a better upgrade. Princess Mandarin, Time Thief Battleship, Guard Shift Code Awakening, Guard Dragon Cataclysm, and yeah, okay. You know what? I will take an Avermax. It looks better in secret, but I will take it as an ultra. Okay, next pack of Cybernetic Horizon. Crusadia Draco. Beast Magic Attack. World Legacy's Memory. Crusadia Vanguard. Mana Dragon's Energon. Nope. Cyber Switch. Triumphant Toddler, Goki Helio, Link Devotee, yeah. Alright, last pack of the 2020 Mega Pack. I'm going to be gentle with this one. Hopefully, it will bless. That is tick! 2 of these things, and you basically have a full-on deck anyway. Gladiator Beast Sagittari, Rising Fire, Guard Dragon Prominescence. Apple of Enlightenment. Salamangreat Recurrence. World Legacy Cliffhanger. Okay, here we go. Test Panther. That's a cool super. Borload Exceed or X-Charge Dragon. We can technically make this, but we're not going to. And here we go. Prismatic. Oh, was that... Oh, that was later on. I don't know. No. Gallop Granite. No. Okay. Abomination's Prison. And here we go. The last ultra is a Witchcrafter. Yeah, we don't care about the Witchcrafters here. Gorgon Neo, or Gorgon, Empress of the Evil-Eyed. Oh! Witchcrafter Draping. Guard Dragon Justica. Dolce Teacher Glass Flake. Transcendence. And yes. Okay. You know what? At least we've got one main target. Last pack for today's opening. Today's big opening. Come on. Here we go. Psychic Ace. Breaking of the World. Crusadia Arboreal. Wow, we've got 2 of these now. Alright. Pulling up another Senadus. This Senadus comes as a super rare in this set. Would be nice. But also, Ascalon is an ultra rare, so... Dud pack. I mean, we did get Arborea, so if we want to go with the Crusadia engine like Papa Revs did in Season 1 of Yugioh from scratch, we could do that, but... I don't know. I think... These are 2 great pulls from the Megatons. We got another Lewin, if we ever want to make that. We got an Avion. That's not bad. If we can find a way to shoehorn it in, it is a win. So that is an option. But you know what? I think we can... Definitely we can see some tweaks to the extra deck. So we will go ahead and work on magic and see what we can do. Alrighty, so taking a look at the deck, you can see in the main deck we have made some modifications in that we have now included the Crusadia engine into our deck, with that being 2 Arborea and 3 Draco. And for this reason, we are going to our extra deck. You will notice that Crusadia Spatha and Magius have been included alongside LP. Now, these are basically our second
option in terms of going first. So we can go the Crusadia route where we have any Crusadia monster normal summon and have an extender, and that way we can basically synchro climb into a way that we can get LP out. LP then can cheat out one monster, and that can at least default give us to something like a Borreload Dragon, or if we want to go above and beyond, we can bring a Borreload Tracer, pop a field spell or something to bring out Silver Rocket. That gets us an extra deck rip. And if we don't see the Crusadia engine, we can default go into our Dragunity combo, which can go Ultimate Zolkin and get us a Crystal Wing. But all in all, we have two solid forms of interaction.
Did we pull a banned card? No, we did not, because LB is still at 3. Oh. Can't wait to abuse this card a lot more further down the road. But for now, it is a very much welcome addition to the extra deck. And now I think it's time to see what the new additions can do in, some matches. And hopefully we can actually get a win streak going for once, because that is the next goal. If we can end today on a winning record. So let's hop into the duels, shall we?
So, for match number 1, we are going up against Witchcrafter. And going first, we have access to our Crusadia engine, which basically ends us on a Borreload with nothing else, unfortunately, because we draw our Phalanx as well as our Divine Lance. However, Borreload Dragon is beefy, and because of his attack negate reduction, we are actually able to survive a Yugioh boost from his Witchcrafter Heine, which only then goes to 2,900 attack points. And at this point now, we're in the driver's seat with the Borrel brothers on the field, and because Borreload can't be targeted, we don't have to worry about him being destroyed, and we just go into a Dragunity Night Gaybog, and we push in for a whole bunch of damage, clearing out the field, and we take game 1. In game number 2, quite realistically, we were ending up going second, so we side in for going second. Unfortunately, we don't see any of the cards that I sided in, so we're just going to have to rely on the normal lines of play that my deck has available to it. And one of those lines that we actually go into is first trying to bait out the Madame Vere, which negates effects, so we use our Mistletoe as bait, and that allows us to then use Boot Sector Launch to get out 2 monsters, so we can synchro into Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend and get in a whole big chunk of damage. However, Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend can be destroyed by Witchcrafter Heine. I don't know how you want to name it, but either way, we are put on the defensive now because it's a quick effect pop. Discard a spell, destroy one card on the target, one card, destroy it. So, yeah, and Magician's Hand also slows us down from activating spell cards. So we are now in a very, very tight spot. And then in game number 3, we open Garbage. And don't really see a very good opening hand because we open Ducks, 2 Tuners, Rocket Synchron, and Return of the Dragon Lords. And it's basically a repeat of game number 2. And this is also a reminder of why Witchcrafter are kind of an annoying deck to go up against. Yeah. And honestly, once he has the Heine and Madame Vere established onto the field, it's really difficult for me to get anything going at this point. And we are losing to the main bulk of reprints in the Megatons. So, yep, we lose the first match, 1-2. Now, for the remote duel, or match number 2 for today's video, we're going against friends of the channel, Artist with a Pro. So graciously, he was able to remote duel me. And we win the die roll. And we, once again, have access going first to our Crusadia engine. So, we go into LP, and this time, we're able to bring out a Rocket Tracer. Tracer pops a Dragon Ravine. We get a Silver Rocket. Go into Borreload. Borreload's effect. We target our Silver Rocket and chain Silver Rocket. And that gets us an extra rip. We rip out the Utopia, because looking at his extra deck, he has a lot of Time Thief cards, and we are actually playing pure Time Thieves in this case, and he has duplicates of those, so there's no point in ripping a Time Thief, so I rip out the Utopia, because then I can prevent him from going into the Utopia the Lightning, which can go over my Borreload. However, with all that being said, he's not really able to do too much. However, that back row I'm worried about, and one of the back row ends up being Shade Brigading, which gives him access to his rank 4 plays, and he brings out an interesting card, Raider's Knight, which then goes into the new Exceeds Dragon from Phantom Rage. This card essentially cannot be destroyed by card effects. He can detach a material, gain attack equal to all the monsters on field, and he gets in a huge chunk of damage. However, using my biggest brainus, I'm actually able to use my Primus Pilus to go in for lethal because I can bring out Clear Wing. Clear Wing negates his Xyz Dragon's attack, makes it 0, and then I have enough damage to go in thanks to my damage that I put in earlier in the match. Now, in game number 2, he's going first this time, and he's able to establish the Redoer, and he's able to extend even further so that he can get out Perpetua. So he has a full bunch of Time Thief shenanigans ready, and he stacks his Redoer with a trap card so that he can get a Banish, a Spin, and it's going to be a very tricky thing to navigate with all this Time Thief stuff on the field. So I start things out with my Ducks play, and try to get into a Crystal Wing, because I do have access to it with the tuners at hand. However, he's able to bounce the Ducks thanks to Redoer, and I'm not really able to do anything, so I just go into a Gaylog because I did have a Garuda in my hand. But then he uses the Time Thief trap in the graveyard to attach Garuda to Redoer, which locks me out of Gaylog's attack boost during the damage step. So I'm just stuck with a 2k beat stick on the field with no Wing Beast engraved to power him up. And he just slowly starts to clear my board. He uses Honor Art, clears the board out, and I scoop. We're going straight to game 3. Game number 3, I don't open the best. However, I use Dragon Shrine to dump Apsarouter, use Rocket Synchron to draw into 2 cards, which gives me access to the Crusadia engine, luckily enough. And using all these things, you know how Revs likes to say, you summon LP, resolve LP, you win the game. And luckily, I have enough cards to extend to make a Borreload and a Psyframe Lord Omega. This card is very helpful in this matchup because he does quite a bit of searching. And without any lack of extenders to make too much of a board, all he can really do is try to end on more. However, when he tries to activate the effect of Raider's Wing, I chain Psyframe Lord Omega, which luckily enough, we rolled a die, and I managed to banish his Raider's Wing, which basically calls that effect to fizzle, leaving him with only a Time Thief Redoer on the field. However, he can't target my Borreload Dragon, so I am left with quite the optimal position here. And then Psyframe Lord Omega hits the back of the field once again. We go in for quite a bit of damage, and then when he tries to activate Raider's Wing again, during his phase, I am able to spam out Psyframe Lord Omega, and I actually tribute summon my Primus Pilus by summoning out the Tempest. And at this point now, I'm in the driver's seat, stealing all of his monsters, and I link away his Time Thief Redoer to go into Triple Burst Dragon, which, you know, you never know. Time Thieves do have some battle phase effects, so he might come in handy with a negate, or just, you know, just dealing with his monsters and draining him of his resources, just like Psyframe Lord Omega has been doing for me. And unfortunately, he does make a misplay, which locks him out of any further extenders, and at this point, I'm like, I'm going to take all your monsters, and I'm going to take this match. So we're at 1-1. And for our last matchup, we are going up against Hero. We lose the dire roll, unfortunately, so we are going to have to go second. And this will be tough. However, his board is not that intimidating until I see the mass change, and that brings out Darklaw. And Darklaw kind of stops my plays alongside the Super Poly, which deals with my Archfiend, which would have cleared out his board, and we quickly get OTK'd. Game number 2, I side in some stuff to hopefully slow down his plays. Specifically, we were lucky enough to see our Dimensional Barrier, which you know we're going to be declaring fusions in order to prevent him from popping off. And we use our Psyframe Lord Omega to rip some stuff out of his hand, and luckily we do hit the Ferris, which does slow him down, and he's just left with a Vigilant Hero Vion on the field, unable to summon anything, and we summon out as much as we can, and we overlay. For the first time ever, we actually bring out Hope Harbinger because we use our Omega and our Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, hoping that, you know, my negate will be able to stop his plays. However, Super Poly, he actually has to use Super Poly to fusion on his own, but that is enough to get him in access to his generics fusion lineup, and Acid clears the field alongside with Sub-Zero, or Absolute Zero, my mistake. And at this point, we are once again put on the defensive. And Super Poly, once again, wins. But, you know, you can't win them all, and to be honest, I'm actually quite happy with how LP has really helped us out in giving us a more versatile way to go first and not just hope that we see a route to Ultimate Zolkin. There are a few things that we need to tweak, but all in all, I like the trajectory we're going.
And that's going to do it. As always, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And be sure to tune in next week for some more video content. And then in the next 2 weeks, the next episode of Sealed Only Dragunity will be dropping. Hopefully, we'll be able to pull even more pieces like LP to, you know, really structure that extra deck. We're still hunting down for a lot of cards that we definitely want to see. And actually, the next opening, we're going to get a little bit of nostalgia. So be sure to tune in for that. And as always, you guys, thank you so much for dropping by, and I will see you next time.